Before we get started, check out the description to find out how you could win a Nano Ledger S. After launching in September 2017, Cardano's ADA token mostly remained under the radar of traders till the end of that year. Since then, the cryptocurrency has jumped 1,520%. Everyone was talking about the new cryptocurrency in town. Cardano aims to provide a more balanced and sustainable ecosystem for cryptocurrency, but it looks set to do more than that. Even as they have skyrocketed to a great deal of prominence in the last couple of years, most cryptocurrencies have had a chaotic trajectory of growth. They are always characterized by spikes and dips. More so, scandals, hacks, and disputes that resulted in hard forks have painted the wrong image of cryptocurrencies to people, especially new entrants in the space. According to its website, ADA is the sole coin with a scientific philosophy and research-driven approach. It is a third-generation cryptocurrency that aims to tackle scaling and infrastructure problems that first cropped up with Bitcoin, the first-generation cryptocurrency, which introduced the idea of digital coins, and Ethereum, a second-generation cryptocurrency that expanded the use cases for coins to smart contracts. A crypto expert referred to as Crypto Jeb, who runs a YouTube channel known as Coffee and Crypto, has not failed to emphasize the huge potential in Cardano. According to his explanations, Cardano is in a similar situation as Amazon in 1999. He compared them and concluded that the long-term bet on Amazon applies to Cardano as well. When Amazon was founded on July 5, 1994, as a website that sold books, the founder, Jeff Bezos, had a vision for the company's explosive growth and e-commerce domination. In its early days, the servers which the company used required so much power that Bezos and his wife could not run a hairdryer or a vacuum in the house without blowing a fuse. Indeed, it had a rocky start. Currently, technology stocks have garnered renewed scrutiny, but Amazon was one company that weathered some of the most severe storms and market downturns, with serious doubts from Wall Street. Amazon's journey from a tiny garage setting to one of the most valuable companies in the world has paid off for investors, but shareholders needed a strong stomach. When the crash set in, .com companies began folding left and right. Hot startups like Pets.com and Cosmo that Amazon had invested in themselves disintegrated. Amazon's stock tumbled month after month, losing more than 90% of their value in 2 years. And this is similar to how the ADA cryptocurrency was one of the worst hit assets in the most recent crash. Several factors have caused records of heart-wrenching tumbles in prices and values. However, the long-term potential of Cardano ADA remains assured. Amazon weathered the storms due to shrewd management and a lucky last-minute infusion of capital right before the bubble burst. But even those who bought in at Amazon's .com peak, the investment still paid off. A $1,000 purchase from Amazon December 1999 would be worth $15,500 today. As the company recovered from the brutal .com crash, it hardly returned the money to investors or made a profit, but it was aggressively reinvesting its revenue. Also, the company's stock struggled to outperform its .com era highs throughout the 2000s, as investors combated with fears that its lack of profitability meant that it also lacked long-term value. Alas, Amazon hit its stride. Coming out of the 2008 financial crisis, Amazon began growing into a modern company and is involved in virtually anything and everything it is known for today. Amazon's history begs the question, does the long-term bet apply to all investments? Well, of course it does, and Cardano is not an exception. CryptoJeb considers Cardano as the best cryptocurrency since Bitcoin, and when asked a question on Twitter about what prevents any other company from doing what Cardano is working towards, he gave the perfect reply. Nothing. That's the beauty of it. Everything Cardano does is open source. Replicating it will be practically impossible though at this stage. 7 years of development by thousands of people is a pretty hard thing to replicate. Furthermore, the host of the popular YouTube channel Coin Bureau weighed in his opinions about the future of Cardano amid Ethereum's lackluster performance. The pseudonymous crypto analyst known as The Guy told his 2.03 million subscribers that Cardano was witnessing an astonishing boom behind the scenes. The number of unique Cardano wallets has increased by more than 50%. The number of Cardano assets has more than doubled. Dozens of dApps have deployed, and 100 more Cardano dApps are in development. This suggests that there is still a lot of demand for ADA coming from retail investors and users. Remember that there seems to be a significant amount of demand for ADA coming from institutional investors too, he said. This claim was made around May, when the ADA coin price was down. However, he explained the reasons for this downturn, stating that the crypto asset was highly correlated with Bitcoin. He added that a heavy selling from fintech companies also contributed to the price movement of ADA. During this period, IOG, Emergo, and the Cardano Foundation were aggressively expanding their teams, securing partnerships, supporting Cardano projects, and even outright acquiring crypto-related companies to build Cardano infrastructure. There is no question that this will lead to some serious growth for ADA in the long term. But there is also no question that this sell pressure seems to be suppressing ADA's price potential in the short term. As to how high the price of Cardano can go, the analyst stated that it will rely on the blockchain's future developments. When you consider this constant sell pressure with Cardano's massive market cap, ADA will likely pull a 2x from here in the short term. It is very different when it comes to ADA's long-term potential, however. How high ADA can go in the long term ultimately depends on Cardano's upcoming milestones, he noted. Moving forward, the mass adoption of Cardano ADA has been going great, and a lot of strategic moves have supported this important goal. The NFT adoption on Cardano is also thriving. Last year, a blockchain solutions company and the commercial arm of Cardano said it would invest over $100 million in the nascent Cardano DeFi ecosystem to help improve user adoption and use cases. Emergo to invest $100 million in Cardano ecosystem to accelerate DeFi, NFT solutions, and blockchain education, the company quoted CEO Ken Kodama. Kodama further said, "Please contact us if you would like to receive investment funds, our network, information, and management support." He added, "We will create a dedicated operation in 2022. According to recent reports, the blockchain company behind Cardano announced a collaboration with a non-fungible token ecosystem, NKMR, to drive NFT adoption. NKMR claims to be the #1 NFT minting and payment infrastructure on Cardano, and has successfully built a minting API for a new NFT ecosystem. The founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, explained that this collaboration is an important step for his company. "We are excited to be working with NKMR as they develop an entire minting and payment infrastructure ecosystem, making NFTs accessible for everyone." The famous actor and comedian, Martin Lawrence, used NKMR's new minting API to launch his first NFT collection. Cardano has been making headlines, and it is revealed that the mass adoption of Cardano ADA has been proceeding greatly, and things continue to shine for the project. The digital asset bank, Signum, also expanded its staking portfolio to the Cardano's blockchain native token, ADA. Cardano ADA joined Ethereum's ETH Internet Computer ICP and Tezos YTZ in the firm's staking offerings, which are integrated with its banking platform. According to the analyst shared by an anonymous community-driven account of supporters of Cardano, the Cardano-centric ecosystem of decentralized finance protocols has its alternatives to all mainstream protocols of DeFi summer 2020. However, unlike other Layer 1 platforms, Cardano dApps do not depend on money injected by venture capitalists. As such, it can gain more traction inclusively and fairly. It has security, decentralization, community, and soon throughput to succeed. In 2022, the Cardano ecosystem had witnessed a great upsurge. The total value locked metric spiked by thousands of %. By mid-June of 2022, Cardano's ecosystem had already onboarded over 1,000 actively deployed decentralized applications. The projects associated with NFTs are centered on the Cardano ecosystem. Most of the DeFi activity takes place on the Ethereum blockchain, followed by Solana, Avalanche, Binance Smart Chain, and others. But Cardano, which saw its first ever smart contract last year, came for a piece of that pie, and has been thriving ever since. Cardano and everyone deserves DeFi. The biggest opportunities of Cardano will be easily accessed by everyone, even before the end of this year. Cardano is currently focusing on various ways to increase its potential, value, and price, and with this, the long-term bet on Cardano remains assured. But what are your thoughts on this? Let us have them in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe and notification buttons.